Gentlemen, welcome to Dubai.
Yep. It's still dead.
Yet to be seen, Sergeant.
You got a lock on that transmission?
Yes, sir. About 800 yards away.
And we're 800 yards away from seeing who's more full of shit. You or Intel?
Wow. If I wasn't a hardened killing machine, I might have hurt.
Hey, what's up guys? It is SharnOfTheDEAD here with a Spec Ops the Line review. Now, if you was like me, you would have been wondering if this game is actually worth picking up. Well, I took a leap of faith, and I for one can tell you it is certainly worth picking up. Spec Ops the Line is a story of 3 Spec Ops soldiers doing a recon mission to find the 33rd, who were lost when trying to evacuate Dubai after a huge sandstorm hit. From then on, things get deep where the operatives end up in a fight for survival. Spec Ops the Line is a third-person shooter at heart. Nothing really sets it apart from other third-person shooters. The norms are there. Get to cover, pop out, shoot, rinse and repeat. Now that might sound a little bit boring, but then again you can't just stand in the middle of a war, yell "I'm Chuck Norris!" and expect not to get shot. The design team have done a great job utilising the Unreal 3 engine, and Dubai looks nothing short of beautiful, even after being hit by a huge sandstorm. Once great buildings are now sunken into canyons, and hotels are just completely flooded with sand. There's even moments where you can actually use the environment against the enemy and bury them in the sand. And you'll even find yourselves fighting through sandstorms with zero visibility as your men struggle to walk, with the sand tearing at the flesh on their faces. Sound is good also, with a very, very nice soundtrack. Hearing bullets whiz by your head and hit sandbags sounds very realistic, especially with 5.1 surround sound headphones. However, I would have liked weapons like the AA-12 to sound a bit more meaty, have a bit more boom, and of course blow people's limbs off. And yes, I really, really liked the Expendables.
Okay, let's take those fucking trucks! They're protecting the trucks! Take them down! Shit, Tango getting close! Ain't wide open!
However, what makes Spec Ops the Line a game worth playing is the story. An incredible one at that. It will grab you by the head and not let go. The game has a very well written script and 3 very deep, interesting characters which you will care enough about. As a bonus, the AI is pretty good too, as they will kill enemies, follow orders and cover you. At times, the game even forces you to choose and make decisions on what you and your team should do. And some of the results are breathtaking and will bring out reactions from your team. Some of the decisions you will actually make might even haunt you. One part of the game I actually put down the controller and wondered if I could have avoided that outcome. And the amount of WTF moments in this game are incredible. And some of these moments I will never forget. It is an experience worth enjoying, especially for gamers that enjoy a serious single player story. The game also makes some nods to many of the films that may have influenced it. This can be even seen in the achievements, one of them called The Three Kings, which rings very true. Even doing this review, it's really hard not to spoil the game without giving too much away, and you can only really take my word for it if it's worth playing. But from my experience, I was surprised by how deep the story actually was, how interesting the characters were. Also, the shooting can actually be pretty fun, with a nice variety of weapons. However, for newcomers, it might be worth lowering the difficulty for the game, as it won't hold your hand. Death will come quick and fast if you don't get to cover fast enough. Even still, the story, it will make you think and question your actions. You will not want to put the controller down. It is certainly an enjoyable experience. Another nice feature is seeing your soldiers getting beat up as you play the game, starting off as fresh-faced operatives, ending in bloody, battered and bruised warriors questioning their duty. it really added to the atmosphere. They really go through hell. Multiplayer is also available in the game, with plenty of ways to customise your character with helmets, an arsenal of weapons, armour, various perks, and so on. There are the normal team deathmatch modes and objective-based modes to choose from, and they can actually be pretty fun to play through. Only problems I faced were the cover system not working properly, and I kept popping out of cover and getting shot. It seemed like the cover system worked differently to the one in the campaign. In conclusion to this review, Spec Ops the Line is worth your time and money. There may be one or two issues with the controls and multiplayer, but the story is a serious take on war, and those looking for a good story which changes on the decisions you make, this is definitely worth your time. With all the plot twists and turns, it will keep you playing until the credits roll, and maybe even play it again to do things differently. I am SharnOfTheDEAD, and I am awarding Spec Ops the Line with a 9 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed the review, and as always, thanks for watching.